obviously there's a long way to go this season, and in the transfer window there's a lot of things that could happen. But as far as Claudio Bravo is concerned, how important can he be going into next season if he can obviously fix the problems that he's had with not being able to save shots? He could be a huge figure for this club, surely.
The problem in the problem when we concede goals is not the goalkeeper, it's not Claudio, it's not Willie. It's all the team. So the goal we concede against the last game we played, it was 6 players that don't want to defend. We had a corner, a second ball, and 6 players said, okay, that is not my business. And we defend in the box 4 against 6. The problem is not the goalkeepers when we concede the goals. Everybody can make mistakes, everybody good save, a lot of players score goals, a lot of players miss clear goals. So it's not about that. About the decisions, it's not about what's going to happen or what happened in the past. I know the quality of the players, how professional they are, and of course they're going to make changes for the next season, like all the teams around the world. And but it's not about that.
You talked about the mentality to defend after the press conference last week, and you mentioned it again there. How do you change that? Is that something that can only be fixed now at this stage by?
No, it's the quality of the players. When you play with 5 or 6 players, with another club's 10 players run for that guy, and we have 5 guys of that guys, so they have to run and make these kind of things. When you play in this kind of players, you have more challenge to create more chances, to create a little bit fluently, and create better. That is what I'm trying to looking for. But in the other sense, of course, sometimes we suffer, and you have to improve in that terms. So the second goal is the best expression. Sometimes we were in that season.
How have you felt that Jesus Navas has done in the last few weeks? Because obviously the right back, it's an unusual position for him. How do you think he's performed?
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed about his performance like a fullback. Not just in terms in front, because he's a guy who can go up and down a lot of times, because his endurance is not just a fast player. So he should have this quality. Normally the fast player has the quality to make 4 times up and down. And he can do that many times with the ball he's safe. And we cannot forget, he plays against the area from Hazard, the area from Alexis, and he was brilliant.
Is this period now where he is playing right back, is this effectively a trial to see if he can fill that position next season? Because obviously there's been a lot of talk about a move back to Sevilla, and Sevilla said yesterday that they are interested in signing him. Is this you looking at him as a possible right back next year?
Yeah, I said again. So at the end of the season, I'm going to decide. The guys who fan on the contract, they can decide if they can do that. So, of course, they are able to wait us, or they are able to say no. I want to sign for another club. But of course, Jesus can show us, can play it on the winger like always his position, but the fullback too.
Would you be happy having him here next year though, if to fill that role? Do you think he's done enough?
For the next season?
Yeah, to be a right back, be it backup or.
No, he's playing the last games in the right back, but because Bakary is injured and Pablo was 2-3 weeks no training session, and I decided in Arsenal game against Arsenal, I gave him the chance to play in that position. We spoke with him about what does he feel, so what would he feel playing that position. So he said no problem. I played in the beginning of my career in that position many times, so I can do that. And now we play again and again because he convinced me. So he convinced me he can do it and play in a good level, and a high level.
Hi, Pep. You mentioned last week that you had noticed as early as the Bucharest game that you didn't take enough chances. It was a concern. I think when you look at the defence, we can see obviously where you can improve there. When you look at the attack though, if you've got Aguero, Sane, Sterling, Jesus coming back, is there any room to fit in anyone else into that attack to make you more clinical?
See more players in that position? We're going. So it's the same. So I don't want to answer you differently for your colleague. So at the end of the transfer of the positions in the midfield and strikers and whatever. So at the end of the season. So and I'm so involved. Of course, we spoke with Chiki, with the other people, but I'm involved in the next games, in the Southampton, and after the semi-final for the Cup, and the next games, to finish the season as best as possible. And after we have time to think what is the best for or what we believe is the best for the next season.
Is your feeling the same as it was in August, though, that you don't take enough chances, that there is still improvement that needs to be made?
No, we have to improve. We have to improve it.
How important are the full-back roles to the system that you want to play here?
The fullback is important, like a central defender, like a holding midfielder, like every player. So we see in the Champions League the level in Champions League are. So the quality, not just the quality, the mentality, the presence to play in that level, and of course we have to make a changes for the next season.
We've seen the Champions League this week. How far away are City from that level in your mind? From the likes of Juventus and Real Madrid?
We are away.
Sorry?
We are far.
Far away?
Yeah.
How did it feel watching that?
In the terms to not in terms of the quality, in the terms to be how they played that situations. That is the big difference. How they play in that situations, and we live that again, that situations in a Monaco game. So we cannot forget Monaco, how good they are. So what they did yesterday again in Dortmund. We were able to score 6 goals in 2 games, and we are out. So, and that means it's how you live the whole situation, 180 minutes in everything it's happened, everything situation, how do you live, how you handle that situation. So for that you need experience. An experience that hopefully we won. Or we got that experience, it will help us for the next season.
Pep, you said on Saturday that Sergio Aguero is playing unbelievably. What do you feel like has changed with him since the start of the season, when you were maybe a little bit...
I said many times he's involved in the game. My feeling before it was just waiting to score a goal, just this quality. But now he's involved in the game, not just in the defensive part. His help is a lot, making absolutely all he can do in our process to create the chances. So that's why there's no complaints about what he has done after the injury from Gabriel Jesus.
You feel like his attitude has been good as well?
Always was good. Always was good. From the beginning. Always was good. I said many times he has no complaints. He just now maybe understand better what we're looking for, but he's trying. And that is what I want. After that, when he misses chances or misses things, of course, always we can improve, but he's not complaints.
He's got 28 goals already for City. I think his best is 32, but yeah, he's missed quite a lot of matches. It's
a lot.
A good record, isn't it?
Yeah, he's so aggressive guy. 7-game ban because he's so aggressive. Maybe next season play like a central defender.
Pep, you're not used to watching the quarter-finals from afar. I mean, how much did that hurt you, and how does that make you more determined to make sure you don't miss out next season by finishing in the top 4?
Our club, our team, well, what you have to think is qualify for the next season. And after see the draw, if we're able there, and after qualify for any finals, and to be there. But not all the magnificent teams are in the quarterfinals. A lot of them, even they are not there, even in the first stage, and a lot of amazing teams will be out in quarterfinals, and huge teams were out in quarterfinals. For example, 2 years ago, Juventus de Turin were in the final to Berlin. This season is playing amazing in the Champions League. Last season in 80 finals went out in the last minute against Bayern Munich, and both teams deserve to. So in Champions League, maybe because, maybe I don't know, but it's so demanding. And the people won't believe, oh, you are out, it's a big mess. Okay, but there's a lot of situations happen. Sorry?
You're not used to being out today.
Yeah, but exceptional, believe me, the exceptional is to be 7 years in a row there. The exceptional is to be there. The exceptional is not to be out in one game in Manchester City in 80 finals or quarterfinals, semi-finals. So that can happen. The exception is 7 times in a row we in the semi-final. That is the exceptional thing. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.